So that's been really nice to see, and just the ladies who have it's just been a lot of women power in sports, and women's basketball has led the way for that, so I've been really happy. And I say all of that to say that had me so invested in the draft. I wanted to see where Cardoso was gonna go. I wanted to see where, Caitlin was gonna go. I wanted to see where, Angel Reese was gonna go. So many of the players. And then but the 2 that I was most interested in was Cardosa and Angel Reese. And lo and behold, they get drafted to the same team. Can you believe it?
They did?
They got drafted to the same team, the Chicago Sky. So you know that's my new, team, right?
I know it is.
I got to start I got to get my, I got to get my jersey, I got to get my hats, I got to get all of the merch and all of that stuff. Imma be right there watching, but to be honest, I'm really gonna be watching all of them because I'm happy. I love so many of the players. I do.
That's what's up.
But that's what I wanted to talk about, and we kinda got that out. If there's some people who wanna, go a little bit with it, you can, but that's it. Um, I see we got Piece of Cake in here already. What she wanna talk about?
And Piece of Cake says these overly revealing prom dresses. How much skin is too much? Where is the modesty?
Ooh,
Wow, that's a good topic though.
that's a good topic.
Yeah.
Um, well, you know what? She's bringing up a point here,
Mhm.
because prom is a young person's event, right?
Mhm.
So my thought is, you present as a young person, as a young lady, but I'm not going to tell you what to wear unless you my child. Now, I did see some things that, my daughter didn't have the opportunity to wear, and I'm not saying that she would have wanted to, but if she did present that option, it wasn't going down. It wasn't
Yeah.
gonna go down. Um, if my son was going to a prom with a particular girl and I got to see the dress, I can't tell her what to wear, but I wouldn't be so pleased about it necessarily. I don't know. I mean, we are in different times. You feel like I'm just being an old lady or what?
No, because I'm on the same page.
Mhm.
I'm on the same page. I think when I did not go to prom, I went to the formal when I was in middle school. And
Mhm.
even then I went to the formal and I went to I was in JROTC, so I went to like the JROTC prom, but out myself I was covered. Might have had like a little cut a little low show, just a little bit of cleavage, but not a lot. But I always made sure, and that was just me though. I've always been trying to dress modest when I was in middle school and high school. Now I might have dressed a little bit out when I got to college. That was totally different because I was free. I was away from home, and I kind of showed out a little bit. But I'm back on the modesty side. So some stuff I saw was a bit much, but and some of the stuff that parents allowed, I'm like, okay, but here again, like you said, it we have no say if it's not our child. And my son, he didn't even have a desire to go to prom. So I didn't get that opportunity to dress him up. He didn't want to go. And I was like, well,
Wasn't this his senior prom?
yes. And he
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
Yeah, he
Well,
didn't want. Yeah, he didn't want. And I never been to prom myself. I never went to any. I never went. I was invited to prom. I want to say my freshman year of high school, but my mom was strict, so she wasn't having that. And when I got to become a junior and senior, I didn't really have a desire to go, and I never went. Now years later, I was like, man, maybe I should have went to prom.
just for the
But
experience.
yeah, just for the experience, and that's what I told
Mhm.
my son. I kept asking him, "Are you sure?" He was like, "No." I said, "Okay, all right, cool."
Well, but my son expressed that too. Like he felt like he didn't want to go to the prom, and I'm like, son, well, listen. I said it's an experience. I said just go, have the experience. You
Mhm.
know, and if
Yeah.
you don't like it, then that will be your experience. That's what you'll
Yeah.
get to share. You say like, I went to the prom and I didn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I also expressed to him that because some kids, it's not a big deal, to be honest. But like you said, like years later, you was like, "Wow, I didn't get that experience. I wonder if I had gone." Because it's just it's still an event. It's a school event. All of your friends, you get the opportunity to dress up. So that's really, really nice. So very different from seeing your friends at school. Everybody kind of get to take it up a notch.
Mhm.
And also, I feel like some people don't wanna go to prom because they don't have dates, but it's not about having a date. So
Mhm.
I let my son know all of those things, like, it's not about the date and this, that, and the other. It's about going to a party with your friends, and you get to dress up,
Right.
you know?
My son just had no interest at all. He was like, "Nah." You know what? And you know what he's looking forward to?
What?
He's looking forward to, like the day before graduation, they having like a senior cookout. He looking forward to the senior cookout. That's all
Well,
he's talking about. Like to see, I'm ready for
but
the
that's fun too, though. I gotta agree with him. I gotta agree.
And Mina says the schools used to have a dress code, but it seems like anything goes now. Yeah, yeah. They did have a dress code when I was coming up. Yeah.
Mhm.
And they don't, it appears they don't anymore. So yeah.
I don't particularly remember if there was a dress code, but just for me, just for
Hmm.
my personal taste, and then the household that I grew up in, it wouldn't have
Hmm.
mattered because I wouldn't have been outside of the dress code anyway.
Yeah.
But I did go to both proms, and my senior prom, I wore a tuxedo.
You did?
You didn't know that?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I wore a tuxedo to my senior prom.
Wait a minute.
Girl, I had so
You know
much
what?
fun.
You know what? I think I did see it. Did you have like a mushroom? Isn't that one of your pictures in the background?
Yeah, that's one of my
Yeah, yeah,
pictures in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
background.
Okay. yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I
Mhm.
got you.
So I went and got my shoes dyed the same color as my little, cummerbund and tie. I had the cane. I had a tux with tails. Girl, I had so much fun because my junior prom, I went, the whole dress and everything, so I had that experience, and I just wanted to do something different, and that's what I did, and I had a whole lot of fun.
That's what's up. And Amina says, I miss my senior prom too. And she says, I regret not going. Yeah, I did too. Cause like I think when the years started to go by, and you know how you reminisce, like we're out of school at 5 years, 10 years, and now this year we're going to be celebrating 30 years. This year's our 30-year anniversary, and people sharing their pictures, and I was like, man, I have no pictures. I have no memories from the prom. So I regret I did not have that experience, and that's why I told my son. I said, you sure? I said, because you're gonna you may regret. He said, no. And so I didn't want to force him to go. So he's adamant about not going. So I said, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I respect that a whole
Yeah.
lot. I
Yeah.
respect that a whole lot. I made my son go his junior year.
Did he go his senior year as well?
I don't think he went his senior year. I
Okay.
don't think he went his senior year, but I made him go the, junior year, and,
Okay.
yeah, so you get to say you went, you get to say you didn't like it, you get to do whatever you wanna do, you get to be in your tux, but guess what? He had fun.
That's good.
He enjoyed it. Now, he enjoyed it, and he still didn't wanna go, his senior year, but you can't say that you don't know what the prom is like, because you do.
Right, right, right. Absolutely. So I was just showing like a lot of the pictures that was coming up in my feed, and he was some of the pictures he saw on he's on what's that young I call it the young people app. It looks like a golly, what name? It's a yellow thing. I said it looked like the Pac-Man app or something. He saw a lot of the pictures from that app. what's the it's a
Are you
Snapchat.
talking about Snap? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snapchat. He saw some pictures and he's like, "Oh, it looked like they had fun." And you know
Mhm.
what's crazy? The prom was like in the venue that they had the prom. That was it was in our basically in our backyard.
Wow.
I was like, "Dude, you could have walked." He's like, "Man, I just didn't want to go." But I didn't know. Yeah, the prom was
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that.
that's cool.
Yeah,
But
because a lot of
but the
people
thing
took
about
pictures.
it, there is no do-over.
Right. That's what I told him. He said, "Nah, I'm good." He said, "I'm good." Like I said, he looking forward to that cookout, child, because he ready to graduate and stuff. He's I'm ready to fellowship with the cookout, and next day is graduation. So he's just
Yeah.
looking forward to that. He wasn't really into that. And my son, he's not real big on doing a whole lot of dressing up.
Mhm.
So he wasn't into that. So I was like, okay, cool. But
All
it is
right.
what it is.
Well, I agree. Some of the things are outrageous out there, but everybody's not like that because
Yeah.
I saw some beautiful prom pictures.
Yeah.
There's this one girl, and I am gonna share her picture. When
Oh
I
my
tell
gosh, she
you,
was beautiful.
let me
That
let me
picture's
pull
all
it
over
up.
that picture all over the internet.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yes, that is phenomenal. That
Do you
picture needs to be in somebody magazine. That picture is amazing. I shared a couple of pictures. That picture was amazing. I
so
was like
classy. So
very classy.
classy. It's timeless. This picture will age well.
It will.
You will never be able to look at this picture and it will be a fad. It will always be classy. It'll always be beautiful. And I think that's how, you should think.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it's just beautiful. Jewelry is not overstated. Like nothing is overstated here. Everything is just nice and classy. She's not giving away a little bit too much and like you said, a little cleavage perhaps.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she got a little plunge there, but it's not too much.
It's not too much at all. It's
It's not
very
too
classy.
much.
So
Yeah,
elegant. Oh my God, I love it.
I am here for it. So she
Absolutely.
she just gave me life, I promise you. And also, I mean, because I want to show like there's these three young men that I saw on the internet, and girl, when I say they was giving everything, let me pull the fellas up.
Yeah, pull up, show the fella some love.
Look at this
Okay.
here.
Come through like my son would say, they dripping. Come through with the drip.
Okay. Listen, these boys, these
Yeah,
young men
yeah,
just they made my day. Like when
yeah,
I saw them, I was like, you got to be they got their shoes customized. Like everything about this is just so I don't know where they got these suits from. These
yeah.
tuxedos and suits and who customized the shoes, but like the attention to detail is everything.
Right. It is. It
Uh,
is.
Lots
And I
of
love that
color.
style. Yeah, I love that style because I no, let me hush because I ain't want to make
Go
nobody
ahead.
mad.
Go
I ain't
ahead.
want to make people mad at
Listen,
me.
this is Talk It Out Tuesday. They can get mad if they want to.
I don't like the style with the pants high and no socks. I don't
Oh,
like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get guess what? You get to not like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like these young men right here.
I love them.
Mhm.
And listen, I love all of them.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
brother in this pink, he is giving
Mhm.
everything, okay? This
Yeah.
brother here in the gray, the brother in the red and the I don't know what color that is, but when I say these brothers paid attention to detail,
Yes, they did.
I love it. And their dates were they were matching their date. Listen, it was beautiful all around. But these were my favorite guys. Those were definitely my favorite guys for the prom. And let me go back. Let me find my girl again so you can see my favorite girl at the prom because she is just woo. Let me pull her up again. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on. Bam.
Yeah. That
Look
was
at that.
that. Yeah. I
Look at
she was
that.
I'm pretty sure she broke the internet because I saw that picture everywhere. And Amina says that looks good, beautiful, classy. Absolutely, absolutely. And Brother Fatine says that's a beautiful prom picture. It is definitely
It
breathtaking.
is.
It's breathtaking.
Now that's how you do the prom.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's how you do
Mhm.
it. Go ahead with your
Definitely.
bad self.
Yeah, we need to try to find her and have her on the podcast. Like, who child that is?
Who child is this? Who your mom and them? Who your people?
Yeah, we need to find her people and have them on the show, man. They did an
She
amazing job. That was
did that.
awesome. Yeah,
She
they did
did. She
that.
did. Absolutely. All right, y'all. It's the People Show right here today. We're going to talk. It's the People's topic. Whatever you want to talk about, we are here to discuss. What else on
Mhm.
your mind, Tori? It's
Oh,
Talking Out Tuesday.
I'm
What's on your mind?
good. I'm good. You talked about the main things, and I had a feeling you was gonna talk about that draft, and I was like, Lord, Tanya gonna talk about the draft, and I ain't gonna know nothing. And I was like, I don't know nothing, but I definitely wanted to touch on bases with the prom. That was
Hmm.
so. Thank you so much, Amina, for bringing that up, talking about the dress code with the prom. So
Yeah,
yeah, but I
that was
don't
cool.
have
That was
yeah.
cool, and that was right on time because it's prom season, and she's right. But that just goes to show you're gonna have some who gonna, there's gonna be both ends of that spectrum. You
Hmm.
know, some might go a little too far, but that classic, she gonna be out there. They
Yeah.
gonna be out there. It's a young man who was out there really classy too, but I don't have his picture. And when I say the brother had an umbrella and everything.
Oh wow.
He did. But we gonna move on. We gonna move on. Say it loud. What's going on in these internet streets that's on y'all mind? Some things going on. Cause you sent me a little video or something that was going on.
Lord, what I sent, I don't even remember.
Child, you wanna know? Wanna hear it? Here you go.
Saying, yo,
Oh,
what do you bring to the table?
Let me have this. Men, y'all probably really just don't know exactly what a woman brings. Get your pens and paper. Let's talk about the purpose of a table. I'm talking to you,
Sit
love,
down.
with all the beautiful hair.
You said what they need a table
Right.
for? Like,
To sit down and eat at it, right? You have
right,
you
right,
gather at this
right.
table. Let's say I'm your woman, hypothetically. Everyone sitting at this table, either one came in me or came out of me. We can agree on that?
Yeah.
I'm the purpose for even having the table. Everybody at this table is nurtured, cared for, looked after by me. If I deem you worthy enough to even extend your legacy, which means give you children, consider that an honor and a privilege, because parts of me have to die to give you life. There are things in my body that will never be the same after bearing children for you. And you're telling me at the very least, you don't want to take care of me?
Nah, I can't.
All right, cool.
It takes
All
two.
right,
It takes two.
cool.
Cause without my, without me, it could be no family. A family is a family. Like, if you rent it, you need 3 times the rent. It's a teamwork thing. Cause if I lack of, you supposed to be able to, all right, well here, this and that. If I'm struggling, all right, if I can't get it, all right, I'm gonna need you to get that. It's nothing wrong with that. Like, so
It's something
that's
wrong with that, baby. It's something. In order for any family to sustain, there has to be balance. You're talking about this 50-50 stuff as if it really exists. If I have to get out of my bed to work 8 hours, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours, which I do right now, and then I have to still come home and I still have to tend to the children, I have to take care of the home, I have to give you sex, I have to stroke your ego, and I have to restore you from all that you've been through throughout the day. What am I left with for myself? You would never be able to outwork a good woman. You should find a capable woman, but you do not want a working woman.
Like
when
that.
The chips are down, yes, baby, I am capable of rolling up my sleeves and doing what we got to do to get back on our feet, with the notion that once you are stable, you are going to relieve me of that duty, because it is not my job. But if I got to get out of my bed and go work for a man, guess what I'm doing? I'm excuse my language, I'm fucking with 2 men, because I have to get out of my bed and go appease one at work, do what he tells me to do, follow his orders, get the whatever, and then you want me to come home and then appease you? Oh, and then take care of the kids? Oh, then cook and clean? Oh, then you want some sex?
Oh my God.
You want all that on me for the sake of making it easier on you? If I'm willing to roll back my sleeves and work 2 jobs, which I'm doing right now, what you think I'm expect you to do? You better be willing to work 4. You better be willing to take off your shirt.
That's hard.
If I roll up a sleeve, you better be willing to take off your shirt for me.
She said what she said, and she meant what she said, and I'm in total agreement.
Play that reel. You heard what she said out here in these internet streets.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. I was like, what I said?
Girl, when you sent me that
thing down, she broke that thing down. What?
She said anybody sitting at this table either came in me or came out of me.
I was like, wow. She said that. I was like, Lord have mercy. But she right.
If you gonna speak facts, speak facts.
Yeah. She. What's up, Tanya Joseph? She said, hey, ladies. And she said, I'm late, but I'm here. Well, make sure you checked out that replay to catch the parts that you missed. But man, she said what she said. I agree. But that's the thing that a lot of men say, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? She broke that thing down. And not only, women, we're nurturers by nature. And not every woman is a good nurturer. Not every woman is going to be understanding. Not every woman is going to be loving. Not every woman is going to be kind. There's so many things that we do bring to the table that are not necessarily material things. You know what I'm saying? Or money wise, we bring so many other things to the table that, when we go through so much, there's a lot of things we as women go through, men can't even handle at all.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, I really love the point that she made where she said, okay, well, you sending me out here and in this world, right? And in this work world. So that means I'm out here, I'm fucking with 2 men. Because now I got to go to work and I got to do everything that he tells me to do and meet all of his expectations. And then when I get home and I get off, I got to come home and I got to do what you want me to do and meet all of your, expectations. So what is it that you really want from me?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Kimberly says, sis standing on business. Yes, she is. Standing tall on business with a chest out.
I'm trying to tell you. Like, listen, I've heard, this is not a new topic.
Yeah.
It's not. But when you sent me this, I was like, I couldn't even stop listening. Yeah, it's 3 minutes long. And I hear that there's a longer video, but the person who shared it, that's what they shared.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I don't think anybody could break it down any better than that.
Yeah. And Brother Fatine said, she said a mouthful as a woman that is doing the daggone thing. For those that talk a good game but don't walk the walk, can't stand on what she said. Absolutely. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. She said what she said and she meant what she said. And I'm in total agreement. Like,
I agree.
Total agreement.
But I also agree with what the point that Brother Fatim is trying to make here, because sometimes people will see things on the internet and they just take that and run with it because they heard someone say it and they're like, yeah, that's right. But they're not living up to what this person is expressing. They're just listening to someone else's life, and then they want to take it and share it and spread it and act like that's them. That ain't you, boo.
Yeah. Right.
That's not you. So the point that he's making, he said, for those that talk a good game but don't walk the walk, they can't stand on what she said. And he's right, because there are going to be women who do that.
Absolutely.
And that whole and by that same token, not to make it a men versus women thing, but by that same token, there are men out here who do that same thing too. Like, they'll take what a man who is doing the right thing or doing certain things and they watch that and they want to live that life, but they're not doing it. So you don't get to talk this way, bruh.
Right.
You don't get to talk this way at all.
Absolutely. Amina said it needed to be said. Yeah, it needed to be said.
It
And she said
absolutely.
it well. Couldn't have
Yeah.
said it no better.
She couldn't have. She couldn't have. I'm trying to
And
tell you.
brother, and she actually, when she was talking, dude, I heard to do what he was saying, but she was literally running circles around
She
him.
did. He had to shut down. I mean, because what could he combat?
Nothing. Nothing. And Kimberly says, on a serious note, my takeaway from what she said was how very much a woman does just on an average, on a daily basis. It is expected, and more often than not, it is done. That's a lot of daily duties, and many women do it. And we do it effortlessly. Like,
Thank
for
you.
real, for real. Like,
That is an expectation.
yeah.
Unspoken.
Mm-hmm.
Unspoken. We do all of those things because I
Yeah.
tell you what, when it comes to somebody at that table and mouths have to be fed,
Yeah.
as a woman, I'm not getting ready to argue with you about how this food got on the table, but as a woman and as a mother, if I
Mhm.
see that I need to make sure some food is going into my baby belly, what we gonna do? We gonna make
Right.
sure our baby get fed.
Yeah.
And we do all of the things. We
Yeah.
go make the we make the bacon, buy the bacon, cook the bacon,
Mm-hmm.
all of it.
And the thing about it, we don't always do what we want to do, but we are gonna do what we gotta do to make it happen.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, it's all about that. Because I mean, I remember years ago when my son was younger, like financial was going through something, and it's like I made sure he ate. And there were times that he ate and I wasn't even eating, but he would never know that. But we gonna make sure they eat, or make
Right.
sure they have what they have, even if we got to go without. So that's why sometimes I get it saddens me where I've seen where parents have their hair and nails done, or may have the fancy car, and they neglect their child. And I've seen an instance that really made me upset where there was a parent that she had two daughters. One of the daughter was light skinned, the other daughter was dark skinned. The one that was light skinned, they had the latest fashion, and the dark skinned baby was neglected. And I was so pissed off about that. I'm like, why are you showing favoritism? Both of them are your children, but you're showing favoritism to the light skinned child. And I did not like that. So I had to tell about herself because that was not cool.
Wow.
But you have to make sacrifices for your children. Like I said, I will go without to make sure my son has. And like sometimes we go someplace, he's like, well, this costs. I'm like, don't even worry about it. But like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but we're gonna make it happen.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
mamas do.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. So I'm just like, man, this
That's what mamas do. I tell you what, when you look up sacrifice in the dictionary, and I know y'all not using dictionaries no more, but if you come across one, it's gonna be a mama picture beside it. A mother,
absolutely. Absolutely.
right? We have a conversation here today. We're saying, say it loud, what's going on in these internet streets. And that was one of the things going on in these internet streets. Girlfriend broke it down about what a woman brings to the table. I want you guys to hit that like button. Go ahead and hit it, because I see you in here. I need to see more likes than I see these little eyeballs watching. Hit subscribe. Make sure you do that. And you can also hashtag TIO Tuesdays in the comments. If you don't really want to say anything, just hashtag TIO Tuesdays for Talk It Out Tuesdays. Do that in the comments so that you can let the people know that you are listening. You might be
Right.
watching. Let them know that, some good conversations are going on. See, we got Les in the building with us. What's going on with Les?
And Les says she might like the light-skinned child daddy and not then the other one daddy. Unfortunately, that happens. Well, if that be the case, Liz, I don't care who she likes, she needs to make sure both of her kids are up to par. You can't have the light-skinned baby looking like a movie star and then the dark-skinned baby looking like they homeless. That ain't right. That ain't right. It's not right. That ain't even right.
He brought up a very valid point.
Yeah.
He brought up a point, which is crazy because, I mean, that gets into a topic of colorism, number one. That gets into the topic of like what Les is saying, or maybe the the other, that's the father who's providing stuff for the kid. It could be the father providing stuff for the kid, which is also still messed up, because as a mother,
Yeah.
if one father is providing something and the other kids isn't, I still want there to be a balance. There has to be a balance there. We're not going to have
Right.
them,
Mhm.
looking and feeling like it's because of colorism, which I
Right.
hope it isn't.
Right. Unless it's, I'm just saying we got to look at realities. That's true. And then I'm glad there's something that you said, Tanya, that I'm going to pick it back off of. Like, I have a friend of mine now. He has a child from a female, but he only has one child from a particular female, but she has other children. And not only does he do things for his child, but he makes sure that whenever he buys for his biological child, he always buy for the other kids too, kids as well. And all men are not going to do that. They be like, nah, them ain't my kids. I'm not gonna buy nothing. But anytime he buys something for his child, he makes sure, he's like, I'm not just gonna buy something for my child and the other kids are looking crazy. He's like, when I buy it for my child, I'm gonna buy it for them as well. I said, it take a real man to do that, because not
Right.
everybody ain't gonna do that. But he said,
I was
no,
going to say that
yeah,
that is a real man and a real father, and someone who really cares about people, because the kids don't know the dynamics of the relationships of what the parents have gotten into, and how they are just fumbling their way through raising them.
Mhm.
So I applaud that. It takes a lot to do that, but that's someone who doesn't want the other kids to feel isolated, to
Right,
feel less than, because the thing about it is, when excuse me, when his kid is at home with their siblings, why create that tension among them, that little jealousy and animosity that could develop, in their relationships, which isn't going to be the fault of the kid, but
right,
that's going to happen because they see, this kid having some things that they don't have.
right.
And why would you want to do that? If you give, you come with something, you bring in something for the kids, whatever it is, it can be, something, the small things, you buy your kids some McDonald's, bring all the kids a burger. You buy
Yeah,
the kids some candy, get a bag, make sure they all can get something from it. Now, we can't be unrealistic and think that, he's got to provide, all of their school clothes and things of that nature. There's going to be certain things that are going to be a gift to his particular child, but also there's a way of showing these kids that they are seeing too, and that's in the little things, because little things matter too,
absolutely,
you know.
absolutely,
We got a quote in
absolutely.
here today. We got a quote for the people. You want
Okay.
to you want to go ahead and do it?
Sure. Quote of the day: to listen well is as powerful as a means of communication and influence as to talk well. John Marshall. Let me read that one more time. To listen well is as powerful a means of communication and influence as to talk well. And I was just saying to someone the other day that listening is just as important as communicating, because a lot of times there are people, they listen to just respond, but they don't listen to understand. And when I talk to people and they're just listening just to respond, a lot of times I don't have any more further conversation with those people, where people always got to have the final say, always got to have something to say. Sometimes people are not telling you stuff for you to say something. They just telling you because they need a listening ear. So I make sure that when people call and they need to share things, I listen. And if I pause and I don't say anything, it was like, well, Tori, you need to say something. I said, okay, well, I add my input, but I don't always respond. I listen to what they have to say just to understand, what they're going through, how they feel, and that type of thing. But everybody's not good listeners.
You're right. You're absolutely right. A whole lot of people do, it's like their attention span is just long enough for them to get the opportunity to say something.
Right.
And the whole idea of communication, listening is like one of the larger parts of communication. You got to listen. You got to pay
Right.
attention. Body
Right.
language. I mean, you cannot think that talking is the key factor in communication, because there's certain things that a person could say to you and messages that they could be giving you that have nothing at all to do with what they're saying. And if you're
Right.
really paying attention, you're looking into their eyes, you're paying attention to their body language, you know the things that they aren't saying. You know what I mean? You know, you can kind of get an idea of what their emotion is, kind of gauge that a little bit. If you have some type of, emotional intelligence, you can do that. But you're gonna have to be a listener if you intend to do that, you know? So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man. What
absolutely,
else
I
we
agree.
talking about today?
What's on y'all mind? Tell us what's on y'all mind. Because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's up to you. I know one thing. I know something that you're going to be happy to hear coming up, because you've been asking me this, and a whole lot of people been asking, and finally, I got the next date for the people. Boom! What's going on, local?
Okay.
Cigars, cocktails, and conversations. All right, y'all.
Ooh, look at
All
that
right now.
lineup.
Tell them who in that lineup.
Oh Lord, look at that line up. Mr. Kelly, Mr. Pettyville. I ain't got my glasses. Is that Sherman? I can't. I
You
don't
can't even see it. You can't see it.
listen. Drake, Sophie, Bruce, and oh Lord, Tawan gonna be in the building. Oh Jesus.
Listen.
Ooh, Tawan gonna be in the building. Oh my God, this about to be lit. Oh
Right.
my God, this about
All
to
right.
be
So that's going on local. It's the last Monday of the month on April
Yeah.
29th at 6 p.m. at the Leaf Lounge.
Ooh, that's gonna
So
be good.
the conversations are always good. And like you said, Mr. Pettyville will be in the building. Shahara will be there. Drake, Sophie, Bruce, and Tawan. All right, going to be hosted by Isaac Wilson, and yours truly is me, Miss Tanya, will be in the building. It's always good fun, good food.
Yes, sir. I go for the conversation and the food.
That's what I'm telling you, and good conversation.
Yes,
So you get to say what's
sir.
on your mind. We take it to a whole nother level. It ain't nothing like Talk It Out Tuesday. You're going to hear some things that you won't hear around here.
Right.
There's some
So you
things.
just gotta come and be there.
All right. Yeah, but in fact, I was at an event and this girl called me over. She was like, Tanya. And I had to go over there because she sounded like this was serious. Like I felt like I was getting ready to be in trouble. She said, when is the next cocktails and cigars, cocktails and conversation? I'm like, we coming. I said, we got to synchronize schedules if that's okay with you. And she was like, all right now, because I'm ready. She said, that's my thing. She said, I love when y'all have those. So, just to have a live event where we can be in the same room together, get some
Yes.
conversation. And we always have a great panel. Like I said, we'll put this thing up here again for you. Always have a great panel. Mr. Pettyville. And it's a different panel all the time, but I love when Mr. Pettyville is in the building. Tawan being in the building is getting ready to be great. Bruce, Sophie, Shahara, Drake. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna say some things. I'm gonna say some things.
Listen.
Mhm.
Well, let me tell you something with Tawan and Mr. Pettyville.
Girl,
You know they ain't got no filter.
if it's something you want to know,
No filter at all.
if it's something you want to know, you might want to be at this one.
This is gonna be good.
If you don't know how it goes down, you might want to be there. I tell you what, and if you have an event coming up, let the good people know. Advertise your promo flyers right here. Email misstanyatv@gmail.com. That's MSTONYATV@gmail.com. So get your promo flyer in. See about letting the good people know what you got going on. All right.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at the comments. Go back to Brother Fatin at timestamp 1244.
Okay.
And he said, you are so correct. People hear folks, but those that are listening to what is being said, it gives you the opportunity to understand or overstand what is being communicated.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And then he also says, He's going to have to be in the building at the Leaf Lounge on April 20. Let me tell you something, Brother 14. You in for a treat. Oh, you in for a treat. I've actually been to all. Y'all had 3 so far. Right? I've been to all of them, and they have been simply amazing.
They
So
are. They are.
yeah, listen, the conversation is so good, and like I said, the food is good as well. So it's a great atmosphere. I love it
Yeah.
there.
A good
And we
night. Good night to socialize.
absolutely. And it's a good place to network as well. And Les says, here's a convo. Let's normalize good men like we normalize good women. Good men are a norm too, not an anomaly. Did I say
I
that right?
I agree with it. Listen, I
Yeah.
agree with him.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I feel like a lot of people gotta normalize their timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Get their algorithm normalized because listen, I love them.
Mm, yeah. And you
I
know
love 'em.
what? I'm glad he said that because I have I was actually talking to a male friend of mine, and it's like the type of person that he is. Matter of fact, that's the one I was just talking about that's taking care of not only his biological but other kids as well. I'm like, dude, like you would they're y'all rare. But there still are some good men out there because I was telling him that I was starting to believe that, where are the good men? Because there's
Mhm.
many men that just want to just take advantage of women and just be in the streets, but there still are some good women, good men out there. So ladies, do not give up hope. We was just having this conversation yesterday. He's like, we out here. He said, "It's just that some of y'all," and I will admit, that I have in the past overlooked the good men. So that's why I got what I got, because I overlooked the good men. Let's say they aren't well, listen, I just don't know way to find y'all. That's what it is. Listen, and then the good men that I do know that I'm cool with, most of them are married. So I'm trying to find out. Let's point me in the direction where the single ones at. That's what I'm trying to find out. Just point, since y'all not rad, just point me in the right direction. Unless you got my phone, just text me. Hook a
Was
sister up.
hook me up. But that's what you're saying is very, very true.
Yeah.
When you know guys who are good guys,
Yeah.
or just people who are good people, and you
Yeah.
really want to put yourself into a dating pool, I think that might be a good idea to ask good people to connect you with someone who that they know is single.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah. Because this. Listen. We outnumbered regardless of how you slice. That's what it is. I'm trying to tell you. But see, there's people like Les, and there's a couple other people that I would trust. Like listen, this person right here might be a good fit. It might work out. Now, there's certain people that I would trust their judgment because they know the type of person that I am. They're not going, put me out there with somebody that's crazy. But somebody like Les, if he connect me with somebody, I would trust his judgment because he knows
Right.
how I am. But some people like this one person comment like, Tori, I need to. There's a part I want you to meet. And I'm looking at their track record. I was like, nah, I'll pass. No, I'm good. I'm good over here. But yeah, just point me in the direction of the good ones. And Will is in the building. He says, plenty of us out here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's the thing too. And then there's some that like my homeboy I'm talking about, like we real cool. But listen, can I be transparent for a moment? He's a good dude. And I'm like, dog, you know how sometimes you've been friends with a person so long and that's your homie and you don't even see them like that. But then past couple of weeks, I'm looking at him different, like, hey, do we have something here? Like,
Like I'm changing my mind. Well, see, here's the thing. You get the opportunity for people to connect you, but you still have to do the work yourself. You still
Oh
have
yeah.
to bond and connect. It's
Oh
not going to be
yeah.
that person's fault if you do not. because
Yeah.
it's still going to be up to you guys to make
Yeah.
whatever could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like
Absolutely.
that might be a reason that a lot of people don't want to hook people up, because if it doesn't work out, then you might look at them funny. That's kind of like how, you recommend somebody for a job and they go in there acting a damn fool, and you be like, you know what, I'm not recommending nobody.
Listen, that happened to me too. I'm like, I recommend if I put in a good word, they just embarrassed us. I ain't did it since. I was like, no. Look at Will talking about stop looking at me too. Will,
I've been watching you, watching me.
Will,
hmm And he's handsome too.
Will is very handsome.
He is. He
Will, why you
is.
putting the business out there, Bo?
hmm Tori, you better stop.
Listen, get the people something to talk about.
Sonyetta, you see your girl.
What's up, Sonyetta?
Get her. Cutting up out in here in these internet
Oh
streets.
man, that was funny. Listen, give the people something to talk about. That's what we're here for. Talk it out Tuesday. You're absolutely welcome, sir. Say thank you, ladies. You're absolutely welcome.
Yeah, well, you ain't got to thank us for the truth. It ain't nothing but the truth.
And so yes, when I hear her acting up, listen, sis, you know me. Listen, I love the Lord, but I got eyes too now.
Hey,
I can see very well. Might need some little assistance with my glasses, but hey, I still can see. And Sonya said, all my bros in the chat box. Listen, Sonya, you know how I do. I be cutting up, bro. You know how we do. When we get together, I'm gonna cut up. You know.
ain't nothing wrong with that. We need a little bit more of that. I mean, we've had so many years of some difficult things going on, you know, and I'm not saying that it's over. There's always a lot of difficult things going on, but you gotta have some fun too. You do. Enjoy yourself.
Look at Liz. Liz. Look at Liz. Y'all about to have the people out here gossiping. Liz, you know what? I don't care.
Let them say what they say. It ain't gossiping if it's true.
Let them folks talk, Liz. Let them talk.
It ain't gossiping if it's true.
Let them folks be great.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. We gonna call this a let's love the rest of the year. Let's make something up to it. Let's love the rest of the year. So don't be shy. Go ahead and let that person know that you see them.
Yeah.
I've been watching you, watching me. You never know.
Right.
They might change their mind. You hear Tori say, I done had a little change of thought. So don't give up, brothers. Don't give up.
Right. So it's for real. They gonna talk anyway. Yeah, bo, let them talk. Let them talk. But this was fun. This was toward the end fun. Got us cutting up at the end of the show. Lord have mercy.
This is what it was a light day.
Yeah.
What's on the people's mind? What you want to talk about? Because
Yeah.
sometimes we just need to have a conversation, and it doesn't have to be a serious, hardcore conversation. It doesn't have to be. You know.
Yeah.
And Les must have missed this, but let's see what he's. Oh, my bad. Hold on.
And Les says, and kudos to the WNBA draftees. This is a great time for women's basketball. Yeah, we talked about at the early part
at the top of the show, man. Listen, I am so excited about that. I gotta let you know that I really, really am. My new team is definitely gonna be Chicago Sky. Because if you talking about, you got my girl Cardosa and Angel Reese and our favorite coach. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's my new team. I got to get my gear. I need hats. I need jerseys. I need t-shirts. Somebody got to let me know. And it's going to be very interesting to see, in my opinion, how Angel Reese's game evolves being on a team with Cardoso and likewise. I
Absolutely.
am so excited to see that, you know? What,
And then
Lynn?
Les says these girls are bad. These girls are
Mhm.
bad. And
They
then
are.
yeah. And then Kimberly says, fun time today, ladies. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. And what song you got going on?
She said, for sure, I'm going to enjoy this season.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
let's decide, even if we have to do that individually, that we gonna make this. We're gonna go into a love season. We just gonna
Mhm.
love the rest of this year. Now I already know that there's gonna be some people out here who's gonna push us to make us say, you know what, I done changed my mind. Don't change your mind.
Yeah,
Just
don't.
you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
respectfully put them to the side. Put that
Yeah.
situation to the side.
Yeah.
You know.
And make sure you put William. Yeah. Let's go back there. That's right, William. Let them talk. We ain't worried about them. We sure ain't.
Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out.
We ain't worried.
Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? See, y'all don't know about that. Miss Tanya know country songs too now.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to act like Beyonce introducing y'all to something new. I've been listening to country. Y'all know we know them country songs.
Yeah, we do. We do. We do. And Sonia said, yes, I'm in my love season, just enjoying life, loving me and my peace. Absolutely. It's all about the love, man. What? Will said, same Tanya Mormon.
Yeah. I'm gonna come out with an album. Now y'all might not want to buy it because you know I be off key.
Listen, some people gonna buy it just because it's you. They don't care if you off key. They're gonna buy it because it's you. So
I'm
it's
gonna
all
be
good.
off key. It might not be horribly off key, but it ain't gonna be on key.
That's what's up.
That ain't my thing. That ain't that what they say, that ain't my ministry.
Right. Listen, it's all good. And you know what? We gotta do one Tuesday before the month is out. We gotta dedicate a Tuesday to poetry. It's poetry month.
It is Poetry Month, National Poetry
Yeah.
Month. So we can do
Yeah.
that next Tuesday if you want to.
Okay, cool.
I ain't
cool.
gonna never say we can't promote that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That's one of my bags.
Hey, absolutely. Let's do that one. Let's do that. Definitely.
Mhm.
Unless I'm a LOL at not my bitch. Listen.
That's not my ministry. I can write a poem about it, but you might not want me to sing it. Don't mean I won't try to sing. I will give it effort,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I sure can write a poem about it.
Yeah. We gonna do that next Tuesday. So that'll be all good.
All right. Well, I had a lot of fun here today.
Yeah, this was
This-
fun. My
this
stomach
was
hurt. My
good.
stomach hurt from laughing at y'all.
This was good.
Yeah,
We
this
done
was
made
really
it.
good.
Made it through another Talk It Out Tuesday, 12 o'clock noon. We went right through your lunch break. Time for you to get back on that clock. I don't want nobody to not have their job because you won't here cutting up with Tori. So if you need to log off, log off. We're a few minutes over, but I see some stuff coming on in the comments.
And Sonya said, I sing so low that you won't hear me. LOL.
Girl. That's my best way to sing.
Oh my God. This
Now
was good.
I could be on the choir and be on the group. I can harmonize a little bit. Me.
Right. I sound good in the crowd now.
Yeah. And I'm a good lip singer. I'll be up there looking good. I know how, I'm a sway side to side. And I'm gonna look like I'm singing.
Right. And Les says, for example, I would serve the community hard, but I'm not cleaning up no lakes or graveyards. Not my ministry.
Hey, he went way over there. Bro, that ain't exactly my ministry either.
Oh my goodness, this was good. And Sonya said, ooh, was that oohs and ahs?
Ohs and ahs. I got you. Let's get them something to talk about.
Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. And we'll talk about Tori grabbed the tambourine. Listen, I'm gonna get the tambourine now. Oh my goodness, y'all
Oh,
a trip,
wow.
bro. Y'all a
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah, my cheeks starting to hurt.
That's what's up. I really enjoyed today's show today. We have fun all the
I
time.
did. Before
And
y'all log off, go ahead and put in the comments hashtag TO Tuesdays. Talk It Out Tuesdays. Put that in the comments hashtag TIO Tuesdays. All right. Let the people know what's going on. If you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If anybody got a birthday shout out real quick before we get out of here, go ahead and give a little bit of birthday love. If you want to do that, put that in the comments. We'll try to read that for you. But Tori, like I said, sometimes days are gonna be like this. We just need to have a conversation. We need to know what the people want to talk about. What's on the
Right.
people's mind? It's the people's topic, you know?
Right. And I'm gonna give some birthday shout outs. So you say the birthday love, birthdays that I had to log into my Facebook page right quick. Birthday love to Narani Stephanie celebrating a birthday on today. And happy birthday to Miss Latasha Berry. They're both celebrating a birthday today. So those are ones that I see on my Facebook chat today. And then I know there are a lot of birthdays coming up. So I think there's got some more come. We'll announce some more next Tuesday, but those are the ones that I have for today. So happy birthday. And also happy birthday to because when we come back next Tuesday, the birthday will be on past, but Patty Gaddison birthday is coming up on Thursday, so happy early birthday to Patty. Matter of fact, with Patty's Berries, her business is Patty's Berries, and y'all, she had the best parfait. She do the pasta salad. Matter of fact, Tanya, the pasta that I be eating sometimes online.
The one I saw you eating yesterday.
No, not that one. I got another one, the other one that I ate before. But listen, that one too. But Tanya, you know I'm gonna support my people, and you already know how much I like to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always eating.
Well, you sound like I don't like to eat. Like I'm just here living off of air.
I be eating enough for too many people though. Cause listen, I eat just because it's there. I don't necessarily be hungry. I just know it's there, and I start eating. So that's good. Thank y'all for doing the hashtag. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah. And make sure, like I say, remember that on the 29th, it is the 29th, Monday the 29th, we will be at the Leaf Lounge. So that's what's going on local. So Monday the 29th, 6 o'clock. Cigars, cocktails, and conversations. And if you want to have your event right here, you want me to talk about it, you want to hear Tori talk about it, you want people to know, all right? Let the good people know. Go ahead and advertise your promo flyer right here. So you can email MissTanyaTV@gmail.com and send that on over. Now, we won't be promoting no things that shouldn't be promoted. So I don't stereotype, but I ain't gonna be putting up no strip club stuff. That's all I'm saying. So
and ain't.
That's it. Other than that, keep it PG-ish. Keep it PG-ish.
Right.
All right. Because that's what we do. We do a PG conversation for the most part. So stay in our theme. All right. But we gonna let the people know. We gonna let the good people know. All right, Tori.
All right, y'all. See y'all next Tuesday. And like I said, next Tuesday, we'll probably be promoting or showcasing some poetry next Tuesday. So tune in for that. And I'm out, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Love y'all all, and thank you so much for everybody that show up every Tuesday showing us love. There's no us without y'all. So peace.
All right. Talk It Out Tuesday has come to an end for us. If you need to watch and hear us talk about what we had to say about the WNBA draft, go ahead and hit that replay and check it out. But we get ready to go. Get ready to let y'all go. Do this breath work because you deserve it. Appreciate y'all. Let's do some breath work. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Inhale again. Hold a few seconds. Exhale. And hold that a few seconds. Inhale one more time. Hold a few seconds. And exhale. Yeah. And don't you feel great? I feel great. I appreciate you guys. And if nobody gave you a smile today, if nobody smiled today, you just close your eyes and give yourself a big smile and see how that feels for you. All right? Y'all be great out here. That's what we do. One love, y'all. All right. It's time to go. Thank y'all for watching. And somebody had asked a question that I feel like I need to answer right now. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that comment on up, and I'm going to answer it. I think I should. Tori, I hear you in the background. So I'm going to get to this question right here. It said, Will said, breathe in, breathe it on out. That's what he's saying. He said, breathe it on out. He said, why Tori don't breathe with us? But I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all know. Tori be breathing with us in the background. Tori, tell the people.
I'll be breathing out the camera.
She's still
I do my
breathing.
breath work. I do my breath work before we sign on, and I do my breath work after we get off the camera.
That's just my little thing, Will. You know, when I started this, I was doing it, really on my lonely. And I started and I was doing the breath work. And when I decided to do the Talk It Out Tuesdays with Tori, I wanted to keep the breath work in. I felt like we needed to. But Tori be breathing.
Yeah, I be breathing, Will. I appreciate you though, Will. Will, hush now, because you already got the people talking. Sonya said, bro, I walked away and didn't realize y'all was still here.
Sonya, we wasn't supposed to still be here. But Will done started something. Talk about why Tori don't breathe with us.
And I'm breathing, Will.
Like we don't care.
Oh no, we out of here now though. I'm out.
All right, y'all. Respect.